Never mind that I spent the first 2 seconds of the live fluffing my hair. So per usual, I have some time. I'm super early for a reservation, which let me tell you, I'm feeling so good about that. Like, I'm usually that person that's like running a little behind, and that has not been me lately. You know, lately I've been so good about, you guys can still see me, right? We may play around with some different perspectives. Lately I've been so good. No, I liked that. I like this. About being like early-ish, you know, to reservations and things like that. And I feel so good about that. So anywho, hi, how are you? There's a few things that I wanted us to talk about. So come on in. I'm going to give everyone a moment to kind of just get on into the chat. Let me make sure that I enable the chat so we can talk to each other and I can see you and you can see me and all that good stuff. Should I play around with some filters? I mean, I don't think we need it per se, but let's see. Ooh, no. Let's just stick with normal. These filters look weird. Hi, Soror, how are you? How are you? How are you? I said my Soror. I said my sweet, sweet Soror. You looking good today. Well, a Zeta lady looks good every day. So anywho, while I'm waiting on my reservation, I figured I would check in. I want to get your thoughts on Black in America. If you enjoyed that style of kind of documentary content, because we could continue with that on this channel. As you all know, I am starting another channel, but that channel will be based on lifestyle content, motivational content, relationships, things like that. So this channel is going to remain, you know, law-based, information-based, that type of jazz. So I see my soror saying she did enjoy it. So we may, never mind the noise, y'all. I'm out and about, urban area. Okay, so we may continue with that type of content then, being that it looks like most of you who were present enjoyed it. Like, you know, let me know, give me some feedback if there's something that you think you would have liked to see, or if there's something that you would like to see on this channel, something that you would like to see more of. We are continuing with the expose series. I don't want you to think I dropped the ball on that, but in case you missed the update, when I tried to upload the second expose, YouTube was just not having it. And quite frankly, it was discouraging, you know, to work so hard on something and then you can't upload it. So, yeah, that was discouraging, and that was a bit disheartening and annoying, you know, but I will be continuing with the expose series. We're going to try to keep it going, even though, you know, I'm a bit annoyed with some of the recent goings on, you know, but we do the best we can. So yes, let me know if there's anything that you would like to see on this channel. If you have any thoughts about the Black in America mini documentary, I guess you could say, you know, feel free to let me know and keep me updated. So anyway, let's get on to what I want to talk to you all about today. So there is a lot of legal goings on in the pop culture arena right now. Oh, so my car just decided that I don't need the light. I'm using the light. Hey, I may have to turn my car on. Hold on, you guys. Okay. All right. So, there's a lot goings on in the pop culture world right now legally. So we really need to start hashing out what it is we're actually interested in and what we're going to discuss. Okay. So first, Snoop Dogg just got sued for assault. So that's option one. Option two, Trey Songz is being sued for assault. That's option two. Okay, option three is there is a continuing back and forth with Kanye West and Kim Kardashian, which gives us the opportunity to further discuss child support, child custody, and things like that. So first, you have the Snoop Dogg lawsuit. Second, you have the Trey Songz lawsuit. And then third, you have Kim Kardashian, Kanye West saga and the conversation about child support and divorce. Okay, so let me know in the chats. 1 for Snoop, 2 for Trey Songz, 3 for Kanye West and Kim Kardashian. Okay, so again, 1 for Snoop Dogg, 2 for Trey Songz, 3 for Kanye West and Kim Kardashian. I see most people are saying 2. Okay, so most of you want to discuss Trey Songz. Okay. Whitney DTV, how are you? Whitney DTV says that Snoop is something that isn't really being talked about. That is true. You know, I find it interesting that no one is really discussing the Snoop Dogg suit. It's curious, is it not, that no one's really talking about it? It almost makes you wonder if people have been instructed, allegedly, not to discuss it. Very interesting. All right, but it does look like most of you voted for 2. If you're catching this on the replay, you can vote as well. Put your vote in the comments below so I have noted what your vote is, and then, you know, we can move forward with that. But I gotta tell you, I give you guys the content, you know, that you want, of course, because we have that bond. You know, I care about you, and I want to make sure you have the desires of your heart, right? And all these sweet things. However, I have to say that discussing S assault, it can get really heavy. You know, especially when I was digging into the R. Kelly stuff and the Africa Bambaataa stuff, y'all, it was hard. I had to take some time to like decompress because it was so heavy. It was discussing that kind of exploitation and that kind of violence against someone is really, if you are someone who has any empathy for others, because let's be real, right now we're living in times where a lot of people are lacking in empathy. For those of you who maybe, you know, don't study psychology as much, in addition to being a law nerd, I'm a mini psych nerd. Okay, so your brain has literal empathetic pathways, right? There are certain neurological pathways that allow for you to have, greetings, Pretoria, that allow for you to have empathy and love and care and concern for other human beings. Well, we are living in a time where so many people are being so heavily traumatized over and over again that their empathetic pathways are starting to be restricted, right? So the more you experience trauma, the more you can actually become unable to feel empathy for others because your whole neurological system just says shut down, close, so we don't have to feel this hurt anymore, right? So that's how that works. So, wow, how did I get on this tangent of empathy? How did I get there? I was talking about S assault cases, and I was saying that I'm a naturally very, very, very empathetic person. It's natural for me. And I feel empathy very deeply. I mean, I can just feel what someone is experiencing. If I'm on, you know, public transportation, and I see a woman on the train crying, I feel that, you know, and I'm that person who would go over to her and say, ma'am, are you okay? Like, I know it's none of my business. Do you need some water? Or, you know, things like that. So when I deal with these cases with this, you know, I'm making sure my doors are locked because you know what times we're living in. When I deal with these cases with the S assault, it's hard. It's hard for me, you know, because I start to really feel it for these people. So that's all I'm trying to say. I don't know how we went on that tangent of empathy. And hi, sis Zakia. Long time no see, darling. How are you, sis? I don't know how we got on that tangent, y'all. Welcome to my mind. So when I go live randomly like this, and I love that I'm getting to my events early now so that I have time to be live with y'all, because you're going to start to get more of my personality, right? Like you're going to get Felicia and not so much Empowered Esquire all the time. So you're going to learn many things about me. One of them is that my brain is like, if you've ever seen the movie Up, my brain is like, squirrel, you know? So I'll have a thought and then I'll hop to another, you know, thought, or I'll have a stream of consciousness, you know, as to channel my inner, you know, Janae Aiko, Erykah Badu. I have that stream of consciousness, you know. So forgive me when my mind or my thoughts kind of run away with me and then I just start. But I think what I was getting at was that in general, we are living in a world where people are starting to lack empathy. And I think that is directly connected to the extreme amounts of trauma that people are experiencing nowadays. Because as I was saying, when you've been through a lot of trauma, your neurological system can literally start to shut off your ability to empathize, so you don't feel what you're feeling anymore. Similar to how you can block out really bad memories. So that's where I was. But anywho, from what I saw in the chat, it looks like everyone wants to discuss number 2, right? Trey Songz. So I'm going to get that info and then we can do that. Why are people riding by on these loud motorcycles? I mean, really, it's not even that warm. Like, it's not that cold, but it's not that warm. It's not motorcycle weather, Lavina, is that you too? So you're like me with the up brain squirrel? Because my stream of consciousness is like my stream of consciousness is like, and it's just, sometimes I have to catch up with it, like, so lack of empathy can also be due to over medication. Yes. I think that there are some people that the side effect of some of the antidepressants and things like that, it may be that they're just not feeling, they're not feeling anymore. So I say all these things to say, while I bring you the content that you want, it sometimes is difficult for me. And because you all are like my, my little family here, I feel comfortable being open about that and sharing that with you. One of the biggest things for me about this space is, and I don't have a problem at all humbling myself and admitting that I am nowhere near a completed work, right? I'm a person who's under construction. I'm a person who's working on myself just like everyone else, right? And I say that to say that one of the things that I am working on is the ability to be okay with not being okay. So I'm working on being able to say, you know what, this thing or that thing, I'm not a big fan of that. If I do this thing or that thing, it makes me feel this way or that way, right? I'm letting myself be human. A lot of people in my profession, with my familial background, et cetera, were taught that we are to present perfection and that nothing else is acceptable. I don't know what household y'all grew up in, but I'm gonna tell you right now, C's, average grades, were not acceptable, in my house. It was like, you're not average, and average is not okay, right? So now as I get older, I have to kind of let myself be, so being able to come to you guys like this is a big deal for me. Being able to come on camera and just be like, this is me, this is how I feel, this is my true self, this is me in the go, on the go, not meticulously criticizing every detail about the way that I'm looking or the video or all of those things that I'm used to doing. Another motorcycle with ridiculous lights, by the way, it's like blinding me. Yeah, so this is growth for me, and you all are like my little family in that way. So I come here as myself and I'm real with you. And those cases are heavy and they can get difficult. So I will do Trey Songz for you, but transparency moment, those cases are hard to do. It is so difficult to hear about the people being victimized in that industry over and over and over again. And I have a feeling that the young lady in this suit will say that she's an aspiring singer, right? Or an aspiring actress or whatever. And it will feel like R. Kelly all over again. Like all over again, right? Girls who have these big dreams and they're hoping that this man will assist them in that. And instead, it ends up in them being victimized. Oh, well, anywho, everyone, I have my reservation at 7. So thank you, Soror. Yes, it does. It takes confidence to be vulnerable, to be okay with not being perfect. Y'all, I'm that person. And like I said, I was raised that way. Like, what is that one tiny speck on my forehead? Oh my gosh, I have to redo, the whole video. And what is this? And what is that? And why did I get a B instead of an A? And, why did I get second place instead of first? That is the nature and the way that it's been ingrained in me, so I'm learning now to be, hi, Black Anonymous. I am well. How are you? I am well. I am well, and I hope you are too. So yeah, I'm learning. Bless up to you too, Restless Native. So yes, I'm learning to be, y'all. I'm learning to be. I'm learning that Felicia is okay, right? It's not perfection is not the goal at all. The goal is just me. It's just to be me. So when you see me come on here and I do these motivational messages and everything, don't you ever think that I'm coming from a pedestal. Don't you ever think that I'm coming from some place where I'm better than you. I'm coming from the same journey as you. So when I'm posting these messages and I'm saying these things to you, they are not coming from a place of I'm better than. They're coming from a place of we're together in this. We're in this together, growing, changing, learning, evolving, right? So anywho, I really have to go. I don't want to miss my reservation, but I'll leave you with this. Why be here on earth if not to grow? Oh, and make sure you go watch Black in America. Y'all wanted that docuseries, so, watch it like you want it, okay? See you later.